up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm filming at nighttime, so if you start to get scary stories in the dark vibes, that's why. I film as much as I can when I can. I have something a little bit spicier than I normally have for you guys today, and I really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope your jaws drop like mine did when I was just skipping through this to see if there was anything I needed to talk about in these. We're gonna be diving in a little bit into the Igenius girlies. I was gonna stay away from this one because I don't really understand cryptocurrency and stuff like that, so we're not really gonna talk about that aspect, but just wait till you see this.
Hello, you guys, hello. Today we have a topic in mind that we are gonna be talking about, so I'm gonna just wait for everyone to log on. We are gonna talk about the principle of exposure. So if you want a free training, here it is. We are going to talk about a free training right now, the principle of exposure. And once you understand what it means and how effective it is, you can never go back. Okay. Hello, hello. Say hello in the chat. Hello, 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 hello. I'm wearing my retainer. No, not my retainers, my Invisaligns. Okay, so let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. Are you guys ready? We're gonna talk about the principle of exposure. You guys, once I learned that on the weekend, and I was like, what? How did I not know about this? That was literally my reaction. I think this one, I'm gonna put it actually on my IGTV so you guys can actually go back. It'll be a short live. I'm not gonna answer much questions. I apologize. I am answering questions in my DMs, so make sure you are messaging me there. But let's talk about the principle of exposure. The principle of exposure is once you are exposed to something, you can never go back. So what does that mean, right? For example, I was always exposed to people around me that were making minimum wage, right? And I'm going to make it on a smaller scale, you guys, so you guys can understand. I was always exposed to people when I came to Canada, I was exposed to people making minimum wage, and I thought that's the normal, right? So to me, making $13 an hour, that was the normal, and I was like, okay with it, right? And then I had friends that actually were waiters or waitresses that were serving. And I got exposed to that tips industry where you can actually make tips. So when I got exposed, I was like, well, if I can make tips, why wouldn't I, like, if I'm putting the same hours, might as well, make an extra like $200 a day from tips, if that's the case, right? So when I got exposed to that, my mind opened up. I was like, okay, time to get a serving job. And I was looking for a serving job until I got it. And then I was just going from one job to another, finding like the best restaurant with the best tips, with the highest, you already know what that means, right? But that was the principle of exposure. And then I started seeing people making money online, making money through, investing and trading. And my mind opened to that. Don't get me wrong, I still believe that I couldn't do it. I'm a girl, if you're a girl, you know that we think we can do it. We think we don't understand numbers. We think it's just for guys. We don't know where to start.
Women do understand numbers. Some might argue they understand them better in some cases than men. Let's not.
But I was kind of exposed and I couldn't go back. It's a curse, you guys. It's a curse to get exposed to those things. And then guess what? I joined the company that I'm in, and then I started seeing people making like $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000, and I was exposed. You guys, it is a disease to get exposed, because guess what? Once you get exposed,
Is that supposed to be motivational that she's calling her business a disease? I know it's supposed to be like, oh my God, she called it a disease, for a little bit of wow factor. Please. Please. We love an MLM hun with a fresh take on reaching for concepts that don't exist.
So now I'm surrounded by people who are making, when I got started, like $10,000, 20, 30. I was like, okay, well, clearly it's something normal to actually make that type of money. So I was exposed. I could not go back. I could not be thinking like tips are okay to me, because I was exposed to those real people. I was like, tips is not okay. It's not a lot of money. If those people are making,
what's kind of funny? It gets a little juicier, but it's kind of funny. It feels better on my back to sit like this. that's okay with you guys. I've seen a lot of people in comment sections of really anybody in the anti-MLM community, and you guys really don't like it when these huns yell, but as someone who is a yeller, I'm yelling all the time. I'm very loud. I'm not yelling right now, but that's because it's nighttime, but I am a yeller. And it's already kind of echoey in here. So as someone who is loud as well, especially if you know me in real life, it's a bit much. It's a bit ridiculous sometimes. I know that. But I can't dock her for it because same.
$1,000 a day. Why am I okay with making $200 working my ass off at our job when they're doing it from their phones? So I was exposed. It's a disease. Don't get me wrong. It's a disease. But once you get exposed to that disease, you can't go back. And
do you guys see what this panini is doing to everyone? do you see? God.
Once you're exposed to that disease, you start working obviously harder. You start imitating what those people are doing. So slowly, I started getting, well, now I'm getting exposed to people who are making $1 million a month, right? I did not make my first million yet, you guys. Very, very soon. But
does she think that diseases affect rich people differently? I'm sorry, it's so lost on me. Anytime there's a bad analogy, lost on me. I hate bad analogies. I really don't like analogies anyway. They're really confusing, and I wish people would just say what they mean.
I have not made my first million yet. But now I'm exposed to people, my goal was always to make $1 million. I was like, if I get there, that's it. But now I'm exposed to people who are making $1 million a month. It's a curse. It's a disease to get exposed to those people.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Go back. So my tip for you guys today is to get exposed. Get exposed on purpose. I wanted to get exposed to people who are, you know, have beautiful public speaking skills. So I went to the event that I went to on the weekend. I was looking at those people. I was like, wow. The way they speak, I was taking it all in. I'm like, I'm exposed. I cannot be talking the same way I was talking before. I need to level up. I need to 10x. I need to read more books. I need to do more. I was looking at people that are younger than me making like $250K a month. I was like, what am I doing?
It might just be her voice, but she honestly sounds like she's about to cry. Don't let your MLM make you cry.
Exposed. This is a disease. I'm like, let's go. There's no time to waste. No time to even have fun. So make sure in 2021 you are exposed. You are getting involved to those, you know, people. You are getting involved in places where you are getting exposed to things that will get you to the next level, that will expand your mindset, your brain. It will expand your vision, your belief, your faith. I'm trying to read the messages if you guys have any messages. But yeah, that's literally my 2 cents for today. Get exposed. The more you get exposed, the more you start thinking that that's normal. And if you think that's normal, your belief goes a little bit more up. You start believing a little bit more up, and then the more success and achievements you start having along the way, the more confidence you're gonna get in yourself. That hey, if you achieve that small goal of yours, well, you can achieve another small goal, another small goal, and another small goal. And guess what? Small goals, a lot of small goals will equal to a big goal, and that's how you are gonna get to where you want to be. With that being said, I love you guys. This is the principle of exposure. Tip for today: get exposed. Get surrounded by people who will expose you to those things. It's a disease, but it's also a blessing. I love you guys.
That was 6 minutes and 33 seconds of reaching for something motivational to say. Yelling isn't that motivational to me. Like, if you're yelling trying to motivate me, it comes off pretentious, I guess. Like, it doesn't come off genuine. And saying I love you guys at the end of the video, like, this is on her public Instagram. So she's like saying this to a bunch of strangers. And I get the whole sentiment that a lot of these huns use, that is like, oh, if people can hate for no reason, then I can love for no reason. If you guys didn't know, MLMers love to talk about their story. They never get tired. Remixing their story, spicing it up with details that may or may not be true. And something that was a big trend in my MLM a long time ago, and I guess as of last year, it was still a popular thing to do, is make a video of yourself talking in like an inspirational way about your story. And not the usual stuff you see on people's reels or TikToks or on their stories. Like this is like a separate video that's, I think it's supposed to look a little bit more professional. I'm not sure. I saved it. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we see.
Imagine you're given 6 months to a year left to live. I imagine most of you guys would be trying new things, taking chances, taking risks, living your life to the fullest. So why is it that so many people do that when their life is on a time limit? Why is it that so many people break out of their comfort zone and try all these crazy things when the end is near for them? Imagine what your life would be if you adapted those things to your everyday life. The way that you live your life dictates the outcome of your life. So if you're lazy, you're going to have lazy results. If you're determined to change and you want change, you're going to see a change, whether it be today, tomorrow, next week, next month, 6 months to a year down the road. You're going to see change because you're putting in the work. At the end of the day, time does run out. So
what is the music in the background? I'm not monetized yet, so hopefully it's not a big deal that there's music playing, but what is the music? Like, she's spewing this like fear-mongering crap right off the bat to get your attention. Like it's the why not live your life to the fullest today, tomorrow isn't guaranteed kind of crap. But she started it with like, imagine you're dying during a panini. Yeah, this was during the panini. This was last year. And then she's got this like dancey kind of, I would put this sound on like a vlog maybe, but not on this kind of video. It doesn't fit the vibe. It's a little bit funny because she seems to be pretty successful, but this video only has 404 views. Not that I'm popular or ever was. It's just a little bit funny to me that you would think someone making a video like this, you would think they would have like a lot more engagement, a lot more followers. Stop waiting for something big to happen to get out of your comfort zone. Stop letting fear take over when you're trying something new. 8 months ago, I almost let fear get the best of me till I said screw it and gave something I had no clue about a try. So you didn't know anything about it. You gave it a try. Sometimes that works out in life. Let's not use that in MLMs though. That gets most people in rocky waters. Is it rocky waters? Rough waters? When she hates when MLM huns use analogies, but she uses analogies herself. But I didn't stop. I wanted to learn more and more on how I can become successful creating income online. Here I am, 8 months later, life changed. I wasn't on a deathbed. I was in an unstable financial situation. So why bring up the deathbed stuff, huh? Why bring it up if it's not really relevant to the video? You could have just talked about not having money. You didn't have to take it there. People are already kind of on edge during this time. They don't need to be thinking about what if I die for something unrelated to the panini. Working multiple jobs to get by, trying to figure out what more can I do? Imagine what you can do if you took more risks, tried new things, and became really successful with it. Any good comments in here? No, just people from her echo chamber, it seems. I can never hate on people deleting negative comments or comments they don't want to see. I think people should have free reign over their social media, and that's kind of the beauty of it. And why is she in the back of this car? I'm assuming this is like a luxury car because people in this company are super hypey. Does anybody get Fyre Fest vibes? Do you guys remember that? When influencers and celebrities overhyped this festival that turned out to be a fucking disaster, but they made like trailers for this thing. Like they hired models to go out and they shot these trailers for this festival, and it turned out to be a bunch of baloney from the jump. And that's the vibe I get from these huns videos. If there's one thing that these boss babes love to talk about, it's us, the haters. I think they talk about us just as much as we talk about them. So this says, when you're about to send a petty reply to a hater, but then you remember who you are. I wonder if there's actual haters on her social media, or if there's people who just are calling her out for her bullshit, or letting everyone reading the comments know that this business model sucks and is designed for you to fail, and these numbers that these people love to flash because it is all about the money for them. And if you haven't, you're about to. Thank God for my personal development, or else crying laughing face. I don't get as much hate as I used to get when I started my journey. It's funny. Now they can't say much. Investing is real. Network marketing is real. You're not on an episode of fucking Mythbusters. Everybody knows that those things are real. It's just when it's put in the context of an MLM, that's when it gets dicey and the red flags start popping up everywhere. And we are here making money and changing lives. Yeah, you guys love to say that. It doesn't matter how much I make now. It's about how much my team makes, how successful they are. That's why you guys make reels all ding dang long talking about, I make like $10,000 for my phone. Do you see how easy it is? I just made $80 in a few minutes. But regardless, I love the dedicated haters. I have so many people that come to me after watching the haters and be like, OMG, I'm glad I found your page from there. I followed you and you inspire me and I'm ready to change my life. Who the fuck is saying that? The only people I've ever seen talk like that are the people who view these top income earners of whatever company they're with as celebrities. And these top income earners treat them like they're their groupies. Ew. Thank you, hater, for changing their life by introducing me to them. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a successful person hate. Where to begin? You know, I don't know if I want to touch that. It'd always be the broke, skeptical ones that think negative about everything in life. We love a little snark, don't we? I pray for them. No, you don't. 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 Quit lying. And if you do pray for them, you're praying with the intention of hoping that your haters will become a part of your business. We here always winning. And to the thousands of people that support all day, every day, thank you guys. Means a lot. That was sad. It wasn't even really entertaining. And if her personal development was working so well, she wouldn't even feel the need to be sending a mean message back. She would be so beyond the hate. Like, she's just so far above it. She wouldn't even be tempted to clap back at us, guys. That's how you know the self-development isn't working. Why did you start your online biz? Because I like my lifestyle. I like spoiling my family and never having to look at the price tag. Ew. And also, no one is asking these huns why they started their business. We already know, because y'all say the same thing. It's always some rags to riches story, and no one needs to ask y'all because you can't shut up about it. And I know you won't. I'm not asking you to stop. I'm just saying no one is asking these people. It's kind of like when you have to fake it till you make it on your way to become an influencer. You have to act like people ask you these questions. I know, because I did it. I'm trying to keep these videos kind of on the shorter end. They're a lot easier for me to edit when they're not so long. If you guys find content in the wild, feel free to send me that. My email's in the description below, or you can just DM it to me on Instagram. If you've been enjoying my content so far, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to make it to 1,000 followers so one day I can start to get paid for doing this and make more roasting MLMs and giving commentary than I did when I was actually in my MLM, which shouldn't be that hard to do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.